Wellness Wednesday is brought to you by Adventist Health.
Welcome back on this Wellness Wednesday. I'm Kiyoshi Tomono with Adventist Health here in the Adventist Health Wellness Kitchen with Sierra, who's one of the instructors over at the Edible Schoolyard, Kern County, which is a program of the Grimm Family Education Foundation. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah, and you have actually taught my kids over at your garden.
We have.
Apparently under good behavior, which is good to hear. But you guys do all kinds of instructions with kids and get them kind of learning about new recipes, and this is something you can cook with your kids at home as well.
Definitely. This is a great recipe to cook with kids. We're making a sweet and spicy carrot medley. And so we've started with just sauteing some julienned onions. These are just a sweet onion, thinly sliced up. We've got these with a little bit of our Buena Vista Edible Schoolyard olive oil right here. So these are just sauteing lightly in the pan. You can kind of give those a stir.
I love always giving you guys a little pitch there, because this is actually locally grown, and it's grown around your garden.
It
right off
is,
of Buena Vista
yeah, all the
Boulevard.
olive trees around our garden pressed into this delicious olive oil. And today we're going to be cooking up some carrots that have just been peeled into ribbons, which is a great task that you can give to kids in the house to help you with, because they can just use a peeler, nicely peel those carrots. We've got two different colors. We've got a purple yellow carrot and an orange carrot. So once you've sauteed your onions for a few minutes, we're just going to go ahead and add in some of our carrots. Go ahead and scoop that out for me.
I don't know if you heard, but we have a lot of carrots here in Kern County.
Lots
too.
of carrots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some people you may have heard of that produce carrots here in Kern County. And we should know this recipe is actually from the Blue Zones Kitchen. It's a recipe book by Dan Buettner talking about the Blue Zones, which are the areas around the country from a National Geographic article, these zones where people live to be 100 years plus. And Okinawa, Japan is one of those areas. And this is kind of one of the staples is carrots and sweet potatoes and things like that, like kind of some root vegetables,
Yeah,
right?
and they're just very lightly cooked, so they still have that really fresh flavor. And we are going to add in just a few ingredients. Really simple recipe, great as a side dish or even as a topping to a salad. So we've got some mirin, which is like a kind of a sweeter version of a rice vinegar. So if you don't have mirin, you can use a rice vinegar and a little bit of sugar. We're also going to add in a little bit of vegetable broth. Turn that up a little bit. Get that sizzling.
So it kind of wilts it a little bit, is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got some sesame oil. Add some really tasty flavor.
I feel like we're making sushi kind of. These are a lot of like the sushi flavors.
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
put in.
They
Yeah.
really are. It would be a really good side dish with your sushi, actually. And then another ingredient, you can use chili flakes or chili paste. And we go ahead and we're using, this is a sambal chili paste that we made with actually some of our fresh serranos. We've got some on our plate over here. Those are
Put a little heat in there.
Yeah, when the serranos turn red, you can make this really delicious chili paste. So go ahead and mix that up.
Yeah. Otherwise, somebody's
Might
making a
need-
lot of heat.
I'll tag you out with these.
Okay.
Get some of these tongs in there. All right, that's looking great. You can kind of smell that sesame oil a little
I can
bit.
smell the sesame oil on there for sure.
So you just saute that until that vegetable broth is mixed in and has started to evaporate. So now we don't really have very much liquid left in our pan, and we are ready to serve that up. Turn that on.
That was super fast.
So fast, yeah,
Yeah.
just a light cook. And then it's kind of like a nicely fresh onions and carrots, and we can go ahead and top that off. I'll pass that to you.
And this is obviously a plant-based recipe, and part of the whole idea of like the Blue Zones, it's not plant only exclusive. It's just got a plant slant to it. And as you can see with a lot of these recipes, a lot of the recipes you guys cook as well at the Edible Schoolyard, they're plant-based, and you can identify the things that went into it, which is great because you teach these kids, here's in the garden where this grew, or here's what it looks like when it comes out of the ground.
Exactly.
And in general, if you can identify what's in your food, that's
yeah, and it looks really pretty. We added some fresh chives on top, so that's another fun little thing that kids can help with at home is tearing up the fresh chives to top on top. Yeah.
This is great. Easy, super fast. You can
Super
do
fast.
something like this at home on a weeknight, school night.
Yeah, it'd be really good even with like some soba noodles. Can dress it up a little bit more and make it a tasty meal.
Sarah, this is great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you so much. We'll be right back after this.